Welcome to this Smartspanner tutorial. In this video, we'll show you how to get started with Smartspanner by setting up sites and users. When you log into Smartspanner, it opens with a dashboard. To get started, click on Management on the left-hand side, and you'll see two options for users and sites. First, we'll start with sites. The default site is called Main Site, which if you want to change it, just click to edit, and I'll rename this to Facility A. And click Save. If I want to add another site, I can click Add New Site and enter the details. So let's call this Facility B. Sites can be entire facilities or buildings, but they can also be used for asset groups, such as production lines, departments, or maybe in the case of facilities management, groups of rooms, plant rooms, even floors of buildings. I'll add one more site called Vehicles, just for an example of how to use sites. Remember, the number of sites will depend on your subscription. In this demo account, I have 3 sites. So if I try to add one more site now, it will tell me that I've reached my limit and I need to upgrade my account. Next, we'll set up users. The first user created is from the sign-up form is by default the administrator. So I'll create another user by clicking to add a new user, and I'll fill out the user profile. So I'll set this up for a technician. I can also set the labor rate, which is used to calculate labor cost based on the hours worked on each task. So I enter in their email address, and each user must have a unique email ID. And I set their password. At the bottom of this page, I can set their profile type to determine the permissions that this user will have within the software. I have 4 options: the administrator, manager, technician, or requester. I'll select the technician, and that will allow him to see all of the tasks and activity that he needs to on a day-to-day basis. I can also set permissions for each of the sites. So if this employee is only working at facility A and B, I can give him permission to only see this data. This helps reduce confusion by reducing the amount of data that this employee will see when they use Smartspanner. At the bottom of the page under Account Status, I can select the employee to be active, and this will use up one of my user licenses. If this employee leaves the company, I can retain all the data associated with the user, but deactivate the account to release the user license for a new employee. So click Save to add the user to the system. The employee will receive a welcome email to get them logged into Smartspanner, and they can start using the system. Keep going to set up all of your users on the system, and then you'll be ready to start setting up your assets.